Welcome to the Eligible Monster Final Fantasy XIV podcast. For those of you guys who are joining us here on twitch.tv/eligiblemonster, Natalie and I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV right here on our Twitch channel. We have been together, met in a Final Fantasy XI, well, not in a, but in Final Fantasy XI.
Yes.
Played Final Fantasy XIV. We've been doing Final Fantasy podcasts for almost like 16, 17 years now.
Yeah.
And for fun, we wanted to have a Final Fantasy XIV themed podcast or discussion show that is just us. Our channel, Eligible Monster, is literally just for the fun and love of video games, and this is one of the ones we love the most.
Absolutely.
So, Natalie?
Yes.
I don't think we have to introduce our characters. I think we've done that last time. Right now, I'm maining Bard at 70, and you are a Scholar at 70.
Yes, absolutely.
So 4.5 has dropped. Part
Yes.
1 as of the time of recording this, because by the time this goes live on the channel, Blue Mage will have dropped.
Would have dropped, yeah.
And we're going to talk about that next week when we get to have a week with it.
Yes. Obviously, that is definitely the highlight of the whole patch for me. So I've been waiting for it.
So what we basically got was a story patch.
Yes.
We got 4.5 as a story patch for the most part, with with one extreme and things like that.
Yeah, that was still really good. The story hooked us in. We actually, for those of you who don't know, we do stream patches on our Twitch channel. So twitch.tv/eligiblemonster. And we tackled that patch together when it dropped, the day it dropped. And
we will be tackling Blue Mage tomorrow on stream at about 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
A little afterwards, but yeah, about that time.
And we tackled all the content on stream with everyone else, and we were acting out the characters. Well, for at least the cutscenes that were not voiced over, I should say. But it was a good time. You guys should join us. And in terms of content, though, the story was incredible.
My only complaint about the story was it took like an hour and a half to get through the Ivalice story to unlock the raid.
That's Ivalice, though. It's not main story.
Well, that took like 45 minutes to unlock the dungeon.
I know, but they had to reveal the race.
I
race.
like the patches where the dungeon's up front.
Yes.
And then you do all the story.
Yes.
Because then I can do the story at my leisure while putting it behind 45 minutes to an hour and a half of story.
I don't know.
And friends are waiting on you.
Yeah, but usually people tend to just complete the dungeon and then just not touch the story until the next patch drops.
Yeah.
So maybe they just wanted to test it out and just be like, hey,
Well,
how
they've kinda
about
gone
we
back
just
and forth.
experience the story first and then the dungeon's unlocked, you know?
Well, I mean, that's what they're doing with Blue Mage. They wanted everyone to do the story so that was not a primary focus.
Yeah.
Now that it's all out and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was... The content...
I just know we had a problem where we'd be like, hey, we're going to help like Houston clear the content, but now we got to wait an hour for him to do the story. And his reaction was, well, I'll just skip it so I can go do the dungeon. And we're all like, no. This is the important stuff. This is good. You got to watch it.
Well, yeah, but also he was also watching our stream and we were voice acting. So he kind of knew that even if he was to, skip the story, he would still be able to catch up and just experience it with us on stream.
Okay.
And also, you can also just go to your... I mean, I don't know who does it at this point anymore, but if you ever decided to skip a cutscene, you could always go back to your, your city-state, what is it?
The inn.
The inn, exactly, and then just watch the cutscenes there
Pretty
as
sure
well.
you can craft that now, too.
Probably, yeah. I think, it's got to be. Yeah, the desk thing, I think so, yeah.
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 Okay, so let's go to the list of the patch notes, because this is all the stuff we've done. We tried to make sure we did everything before doing this filming.
Yeah.
Because next week is going to be all about Blue Mage with how much Natalie's been waiting for.
We wanted to be ready for Blue Mage and not have to, to catch up on the content when literally the biggest thing is Blue Mage tomorrow. That's it.
So, story-wise,
yes.
What did you think about these twists? The
Which
twists
one?
and turns. Everything.
The twists and turns.
Let's do the main plot first.
The main plot? Well, the main plot was pretty freaking epic. I mean, I wanted to know what happened to Alphino, so we,
Yeah,
had that answer.
I was just going to say, we're going to do basically spoiler cast at this point, because live on the air, it's been about a week since the content dropped.
And you got to get ready for the actual expansion as well. So we're going to have to talk about spoilers.
Yeah.
So
Alphino, yes.
Yes, I wanted to know. I mean,
what is the name of that guy again? I always forget, but when they finally revealed his face, I was like, oh, that's who it is.
Gaius?
No, the wolf, the guy with dragon. Yeah, Gaius.
It is Gaius, yeah.
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 Did you know it beforehand?
I had my doubts. I mean, I had my my speculations, and Gaius was not one of them.
No, me and Sean were both like, until he outright said it, we had no idea that was him. Like when
I mean, it was kind of given away also with like his attire, kind of, because it was like the messed up version of his red attire that he had.
Yeah.
during the Praetorium run. Remember?
Yeah, I
so
can see
it was kind of like the burn version of that coat. So I could see it afterwards when they revealed it. But obviously, the Garlean, what is it? The dot on the forehead. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I knew he was
kinda
Garlean, but I just thought he was like a rebel leader or something along those lines.
No. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty cool reveal. I liked it. It was epic as hell.
I did find the wall funny.
The wall.
They made a wall. Immediately, a ship flies into the wall. Lower the wall! I was like, all right, well, that wall
So much
lasted
for
long.
that. Yeah. No, it's just It was really good. I can't wait for the expansion now. I can't wait. But now it kind of makes sense why we have to tap into the dark.
Yeah, well, the big parlay meeting where he revealed all of their motives and what they were doing, I thought was great. Because we finally understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
There's one thing I never thought about until they did the parlay, but we've never seen the true motives behind the Garleans other than they want land.
Yeah, that's true.
They want land. If they felt it was taken from them, whatever.
Yeah.
But that was the whole plot.
But see, you couldn't feel bad for guys, but then he told you everything that happened behind the scenes, and you had no idea what happened behind the scenes. And when he finally revealed it, you were like, kind of feel bad for you, man. You kind of just, you're on the same page as us. You got betrayed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What did you feel about the rap to Evelis?
The Evilist now.
Yeah.
With the reveal, with the, well, we should. It's spoilers, right? I mean.
Well, let's talk about the story plot in
Okay.
general. Then we'll talk about Fran.
Well, it was a big lead up to reveal who we were working for at that point.
Yeah.
So it was.
It took forever to reveal it.
It did, but it was a good build up though. It was worth it in my opinion. I really enjoyed how it wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I personally, I did too. As a fan of the original Tactics game, I didn't
That's
remember
the
a lot
thing,
of a lot of the original plot.
Yeah.
But as Sean was reminding me, one of the guys we run with,
Yes.
he's like, no, a lot of this is directly out of the plot. It's a complete resolution.
That's what he was worried about because he didn't want 14 to because it was his favorite game, so he didn't want 14 to just kind of deviate from his favorite game and just make something up about it. But they actually stayed true to it.
They did.
He was
I
happy
felt they
about
did.
that. Yeah.
So I was really happy about that.
Yeah.
The Fran reveal, the
Yes.
Vieira, oh my God.
Obviously.
Are you swapping is the question? Because it's obviously going to be the new race.
I'm sorry. Nah, I'm not going to. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was nice to see Fran HD, but
Fran HD looks a lot better.
yes, she was. She did look better, but it's not gonna make me change my race now. I've been a Mithra in 11. I'm always gonna stay a Mikote in 14.
I think I'm going to stay in my Ura. Or Aura?
Aura.
Aura. I always mispronounce it, but I've been this for years now.
Hoorah! We're not in the army.
I know. I always want to say in the army we used to say "oorah."
I know.
Hoorah! But
Yeah.
and I always see that in my head. It's "ara." I think I'm going to say that. Like I couldn't remember. I was a Hume, right? That's what I was when I
Yes,
first
yes,
came
you
over,
were, yeah.
and that's what my original class was.
And for a split second, he did change, just to make me hate myself, I guess. He was like, "Hey, look, I've got a surprise for you. Oh, what's that?" And he actually changed his character. He fantasied himself to be looking like an aura male who was like twice the size as I
wasn't
was.
teasing you. I wanted to become an Aura male. Now here's the problem I have because she wanted to go with the expansion. I was like, fine, I'll go become an Aura male. Because as a warrior in the male maneuvers, it looks great. The problem is I play Summoner and Bard mostly. And they're very feminine animations, and they're very feminine outfits. And it stands by my original statement: the game is not made for men. Because when I'm a dude, when I'm an Aura male, and I'm doing like ha ha, it's like I don't want to do that. You know,
So
at least
just be a Dark Knight or a warrior.
I'm leveling it, so we're good.
Either way, yes. So he was like, "Hey, I've got a surprise for you." I'm like, "Oh, I wonder what that is." He changed to Aura for, I think it was 30 minutes in real time. 30
One day,
minutes.
I gave it a full day to see if it wasn't sitting with me well.
30 minutes. Switched.
I gave it a day.
No. It was not even. No.
I even
'cause
changed my name. I was
did.
ready to go all in.
Yes, he did in his defense, and then he changed back a day later to human to match his character in Final Fantasy XI. That was good. It lasted for an entirety of 45 minutes. Then he changed to an elven female. Don't ask why.
Someone's like, hey, if you go, it was our friend, one of our friends. It was like, if you change to elven female, they're very sexy, but you'll still be taller, which is what Natalie likes. and it'll still look good. And so I changed, and I was that for like 10 minutes.
Yes, that was a waste. That was a complete waste. And then he changed back to his original character.
Not Elvin.
So
Elvin's 11.
So I'm telling you all this, guys, because he knows that I'm a big fan of staying true to your gender. You know, just like, hey, just especially with him, right? Because he's my husband, so obviously I want him to be a guy character, right? But no, he just did it for 30 minutes and then just changed back. And in the end, he just wasted like 4 or 5 Fantasias for nothing.
Okay, well, everyone's asking like how much did you spend? It's $30 for 5 or $45 for a pack. So I got a pack of like gender race changes.
Regardless,
I'm out of them now.
That was a waste. That was a complete waste. And he was like, "Don't worry, I'll get back to being an aura male." When the expansion drops, I'm like, "Yeah, sure, Ben."
Once I go tank again, sure. I'm going tank again at the expansion.
I don't believe him anymore.
I even put on my tank outfit, and it was like a low-cut V. I was like, why?
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
All right, so anyway.
Yes. So Fran,
for the record, that was like 3 hours of one of our nights just race changing over and over and over.
I don't know what he was doing. I was crafting, so I actually didn't waste my time, but he did, apparently. But
he also changed into a boy finally, and he made himself look like himself.
That's true. It's true.
Okay, so we did those 2 storylines.
Yes, Fran. So because we did that on stream, right?
Yeah.
The Evilist Dungeon, and when we streamed it, it took us like a total of like maybe 2.5 hours, and we had a show to make as well. We started at like 2ish, and we were supposed to end at 4, right? So it was like a time limit. And so we were like, you know what, we're just gonna give it a shot. If worst comes to worst, we just don't finish it, whatever. And so we started. We 2-shot the first boss. We 1-shot the second boss. I'm gonna say
1-shot the second boss. 2-shot the first boss.
The third boss was a disaster. It
was
took us
like
almost an hour. and towards the end, we were kind of worried because we had the time limit on the dungeon was like 15 minutes left.
It was like 15 minutes left on the final boss.
And people in chat were telling us, hey, the last boss might take you a couple of tries because it's literally everything thrown at you. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. So we were like, all right, well, we're just still gonna give it a shot. And everyone in the raid, obviously, it was their first time, and they all stuck with us until the end, which was incredible to me because usually during raids, with like 24 people bail after like the first or second fails. Like it's insane. Even though the patch just dropped, people just don't want to put the time into it, you know? And they just give up. So the entirety of the alliance sticked around, and we had 50 minutes left to complete the last boss, and we didn't even wait for people to just get out of the cutscene. We just went.
Yeah.
We pulled, and it was a 1-shot. It was the most epic battle we've ever been a part of in 14 ever, when it comes to alliances anyway.
One mechanic that I like that they put into this, there's 2 particular mechanics that I enjoyed. One is you have to follow the dots and block, like actually block the things. That was cool.
And the second one, the labyrinth.
Yeah, and then they make a maze that you have to run through without sprint in the middle of the middle of the battle.
Yeah, that was incredible. All of these mechanics just thrown at you during that one epic battle. That was definitely my favorite fight in the entirety of 14 at this point. It was so good. So good. This patch, oh.
Well, last story to talk about, Four Lords conclusion.
Well, obviously, Tenzin.
The final cutscene was amazing, but I will not lie, I have been skipping Four Lords.
Yeah, he did say that.
It got boring to me. I just wanted to fight the things.
It never got boring to me because they brought back Tenzin, and it was a wink to the Final Fantasy XI players.
Yeah, but they just kept implying that he was there until the very end.
And that, well, you've still seen like the flashbacks
you see like
and stuff.
A face, and then you see like a hand. And
but still, you still see him though. You still see Tenzin HD. You know, like it was incredible to see him and just finally do something alongside him.
Yeah, I felt the ending was very satisfactory. I liked the wrap up for the entire plot.
Yeah.
The battle I feel the battle's a little easy. Natalie has yet to do it because she's been streaming Bioshock.
Siriu Extreme, right?
Right. Well, Siriu Normal's pretty easy. Extreme is not that much more difficult.
Siriu was a really fun fight.
We 2-shot it the first time.
Yes.
When we went in there, we had a guy that was calling out all the calls in it, so we knew what was coming at least.
Yeah.
But we did it. I think it was 2 or 3 shots. We had it down.
Yeah.
And we've already got it on farm, the group that I was running with. So and she's been streaming. She's like, Thanks for remembering me.
Yeah, I'm like, because I've been trying to like stream a little bit, a little bit more on my personal channel, which is, which has been,
Candy.
yes, I'm sorry, no, that's not what I was saying, but I was going for, because I've been splitting my time between EM and my personal channel, so I wanted to just, up my time on my personal channel, and he took that opportunity to just go ahead and run Serial Extreme without me, and I'm like, that's fine, I'm not even mad, it's fine. It's fine, I guess. I'm just disappointed in you.
And then I did it a second time.
Because you know that I really need this book too, because I'm still rocking the Bayako one. From ages ago. I don't want to buy anything on the market board, okay? Even though it's $380, I don't want to. I just want to earn my stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I've been slacking when it comes to, getting my eye level back up to where it should be. Everything is good except my weapon. So I was like, at least you could have just waited for me for Serial Extreme. God.
They're going to try to run you through it tonight, so we're good.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so that's the main story stuff. That's
Yes.
you haven't done any of the Manderville Gold Saucer stuff.
I haven't done the Air Force one, no.
Air Force One's really fun, but I find it a little too easy, in all honesty.
And I was
I've yet to come out of that and not perfect it.
I was so gutted too when we thought that the Sabotaner mount was going to be 1 million MGP, but it turns out to be 2 million.
Yep.
So I'm like, well, I guess I'm 1 million short.
Back to farming.
Yeah, back to farming.
That's a lot of fun. I don't think this meant... Oh, and we tried Mahjong, but I don't know how to play Mahjong, so we're not even
I
messing
really
with
thought you were a fan of Mahjong. I mean,
I've seen it. I've never played it.
You love puzzles, dude.
I do, but I don't know what that is. I don't know how it works. I tried to play it, thought I might learn it. That didn't work.
And apparently you don't gain anything for it either. Like, it's
Yeah.
probably like, ranks, just like, what is it, the...
It's apparently like a
Triads?
title or something at the achievement point, but that's it.
Yeah. But there, you can still take
Oh
parts
no,
in
it's
like
the
tournaments.
it's the song for it. You can get it as an achievement.
There's a song for it?
Yeah.
I just unlocked it and just never touched it.
The PvP stuff is officially out. I've yet to touch it. Apparently it's going to roll out next week or tomorrow, so I'm going to be messing with it more then.
Yep.
New items, new system. The treasure hunt has got new items. We don't know what those are yet.
Oh no, that's the one that we tackled before the patch. Yeah, I was about to say the one that we tackled before the patch dropped was fun, but it's not a part of the patch, so never mind. Yeah. That's about
And
what
that's
we've
pretty
done.
much the patch, because what they're doing now to spread us out into the expansion is like this was story. Tomorrow's going to be Blue Mage, and I believe the PvP batch. And then in like a month or two, we're going to get Eureka and something else.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost capped on.
Or it's Eureka
too.
in the PvP batch.
I'm like 5 levels from being capped, right, at this point? I think 35.
I don't know.
No, the cap is 40, right?
In what?
In Eureka.
No, it's 50.
Well, I'm screwed then. Great.
She's trying to play catch up to me. I'm about to complete my second weapon in there.
All I want is just fight Absolute Virtue. I know it's not going to be anything like Final Fantasy 11, but I still want to see how challenging it's going to be, So that's all I want to do in the new Eureka. That's it.
Okay. I mean, is there anything else you want to mention from the patch? Because it is just a story patch. The fun new content comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've tackled everything. Everything was perfect. Now I can't wait for Blue Mage. That's about it.
And tomorrow we're going to be streaming that at about 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be doing that.
Yes.
But I guess we'll wrap up this episode of our Final Fantasy Fun Show. And we'll be rolling out. If you're watching us live on Twitch, we're going to be playing and doing some Heaven on High runs for the next couple of hours, and then going to Natalie's stream. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please, if you want more of this, give this video a like. Let us know you like it, and please subscribe to the channel. We'll keep doing it. Thank you guys so much, and you can find her at twitch.tv/ZoticalCandy, and you can find me right here at Eligible Monster and at the Comic Storian channel.
Thank you so much, guys.